Hello everyone, I'm Chase Lee reporting for DallasMovieScreens.com, and I got another movie to review for you guys, and that would be The Boss Baby. I know you guys have been eagerly anticipating my review of this, so let's get real and break this down. Now, I wasn't looking forward to this, just gotta be quite frank with you. It looked terrible from the previews and whatnot, but you know what? I will give any animated movie a chance, because you never know. It could always surprise you and just turn it around, you know? This movie did not do that. It was exactly as awful as I thought it would be, so let's get real and break this down as to why I hate this. Just hate it so much. Let's start with the writing and directing, because the story itself and the actual writing is where the biggest flaws come from. First of all, I gotta say, this is a bizarre kids film. Not only is it like really bland for children, it's also got humor in there for adults, and it's actually pretty dark at some points, and it's also very crude for the type of film it is, which it is a PG film. It is family oriented, but it's got, you know, this weird amount of like child endangerment humor. We have alcohol humor. We have some brutal murder humor. You know, fun for the whole family, and just not the conflicting kind of tone with the humor just did not mesh well at all with the given environment that it is, which is this playful kind of, you know, no physics type of world where everything's just flopping everywhere like an inflatable arm flailing tube man, and you're like, wait a minute, the animation screams children, but then the humor screams edgy teenager / adult. Like it's just bizarre and weird. On top of all that, we have a story that I guess it's cute, I guess, but it's just also, like I said, very weird and bizarre, and it just, even on like a charming level, it doesn't work for kids or adults. I thought some of the plot holes were very, very like prevalent, and they were only you know, kind of show up when something would kind of be convenient for the plot, and you're like, oh, wait a minute. That doesn't make sense from what happened earlier. So the plot holes in this are just all over the place and don't really make much sense. But like I said, it just kind of is very convenient for when the story needs it and whatnot. I wrote down my notes here because, you know, The Boss Baby requires all that. It's one of those movies where, you know, it's entertaining for kids. And, you know, it's like, hey, if the parents want to sneak away into their bedroom to get a little frisky, get a little action done, yeah, you could throw this movie in front of your kid and they would be entertained for about an hour and a half. So that's it with the writing and directing. And, you know, the characters are very forgettable, and there's just really no flair to it in terms of creativity. It's just kind of like a blah type of animated movie. And speaking of blah, the direction is also very flat and bland. The animation does not look good. It's just the backgrounds and the environments are just very stale. They don't pop out. They don't have that vibrant touch you would want. And then, you know, like I said, the characters are very forgettable, and it doesn't look like anyone was trying. It was just like, hey, we got to pump something out. Make it really creepy with Alec Baldwin voicing a baby. And speaking of Alec Baldwin, voice acting, I thought he was the best part. I think that Alec Baldwin has that certain amount of like charm and snark to his type of humor that lends well to this type of character, and it is funny and amusing at some points in the film, but it still doesn't justify the terrible dialogue that's being uttered or the jokes that's being forced down your throat, or, like I said, the bizarre type of tonal shift in humor and stuff. But he is charismatic, and he does, like I said, provide that snark that you want in this type of character. So he is the best part. But everyone else, you could have literally gotten anyone. They got Jimmy Kimmel and Lisa Kudrow and someone else. And you know, when you listen to it, you're like, you could have literally gotten anyone. It really wouldn't have mattered. But yes, Alec Baldwin does make the movie at least somewhat, I guess, slightly entertaining. So I will give him that. But everyone else is whatever. Editing-wise, the movie's about an hour and a half long, I believe, maybe an hour 40. It feels way longer than it should, and that's because it's not that funny. And even when the jokes, you know, try to be edgy or whatever, it was just a little bit more off-putting than anything. I was just like, I can't believe they went there. I don't really care for it. So with that hour and a half, it just stretches out into like an eternity. I'm just sitting there, you know, like this, like, oh, please, can we please get this done with? I will say this. The kids in my audience, they loved it. They were laughing. They were having a good time. Some of the parents were having a good time. But for me personally, this is not a film I want to revisit. It is not a nice, deep thinking anime movie that will be entertaining for both kids and adults, like an Inside Out. It's just vapid entertainment that just plays in front of your kids while you want to go get busy in the bedroom. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't. It's not for me. You might find it entertaining, but for me, I'm going to give The Boss Baby a D. And the only reason I'm not going to give it a flunking F is because, like I said, music in some parts, Alec Baldwin does make it somewhat bearable. So yeah, that's about it. So what did you guys think of The Boss Baby? Have you even heard of it? Of course you heard of it. It's got those creepy trailers and posters. So comment in the place below my face and let me know what you thought of The Boss Baby. And I'm Chase Lee reporting for DallasMovieScreens.com. And tune in next time for whatever I review next, whether it be as creepy and bizarre as The Boss Baby or something else. I'll see you guys later.